Hello, I'm Pastor Ari Mattson from Martin Luther Church at 93rd and Blue Mound in Milwaukee, and this is AfterWords for February 12th, 2012. Normally I take this time to speak about my previous week's sermon and some thoughts I had about it, but since today, February 14th, is Valentine's Day, I thought it would be a good opportunity to talk about love. And specifically, I wanted to talk about 1 Corinthians chapter 13. This is the love chapter, sometimes referred to as the wedding passage because it gets read at so many weddings. You may know it. Love is patient, love is kind, love isn't jealous. And it gets read at weddings all the time because it talks about love, and it's a great time to read it. It's a wonderful reminder as two people are preparing for their lives together. But what gets forgotten often is that Paul is not writing this about romantic love. Paul is not writing this letter to the Corinthians about the love for a marriage, though it fits there. Paul is writing to a church in discord. He's writing to a church in Corinth that's coming apart, that's fighting themselves, that are arguing a whole lot. And this is a reminder to them about how they're supposed to act as Christians toward one another. This is the love that they are supposed to have in all of their relationships. And so I want you to stop and think about your relationships with your friends, your co-workers, classmates, whoever, maybe even especially relationships with people that you don't care for that much or have a hard time getting along with. And think about how this passage speaks to those relationships. I'm going to read it for you right now. Paul writes, "Love is patient. Love is kind. Love isn't jealous. It doesn't sing its own praises. It isn't arrogant. It isn't rude. It doesn't think about itself. It isn't irritable. It doesn't keep track of wrongs. It isn't happy when injustice is done, but is happy with the truth. Love never stops being patient, never stops believing, never stops hoping, never gives up. Love never comes to an end." This love that Paul writes about is the love that is meant to shape us and our relationships, primarily because this is the love that God has for us. This passage describes the very attributes of God, who is love, who acts out of love, who pursues us in love and shapes us to love. God calls each and every one of us to love this creation, to love the people that we know. And so on this Valentine's Day, I hope you have a blessed and wonderful day with whoever your loved ones may be, and may you go about the challenge of being shaped by God's love, knowing that we love God by loving each other because God first loved us. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.